All right, in this video, we are going to walk through how you can use Dundee AI to generate beautiful marketing assets for your properties. So here we're in the homepage of Dundee, and we are going to start by just creating a new listing that we have for sale. For demonstration purposes, we're going to use this property, 4301 Balconies Drive. And so we can see if we just enter that into Dundee, it will pull up that address and we can set that as the listing that we're working on. Then all we need to do is drop in all of the listing images of our property into Dundee. And we can see all of those get beautifully uploaded into this property unit. So now once we have those images loaded in, we can start generating media assets from this content. So let's start off by showing some of the image editing effects that Dundee has. So let's click into this exterior shot of the property. And let's say we actually want to generate a twilight shot of this same image. So all we're going to do is we're going to click image effects. We're going to click virtual twilight. We can change the resolution. We'll keep it at 2K, and then we're going to generate. Dundee will generate a perfect virtual twilight version of that same image. Bang, and here we go. We can see how it generated the beautiful virtual twilight of that exact same image, just now set at dusk instead of during the middle of the day like the original shot. Okay, next, let's say we wanted to generate a vacant version of a property without having to haul out furniture just to shoot the property. So we can go to image effects, and we'll go to virtual vacancy. And again, just a single click and generate that image. Dundee's AI will analyze the entire room and only pull out the removable furniture from the image. Bang. And here we go. That finished generating. And we can see Dundee pulled out all of that removable furniture. And now we have the clean vacant shot of the same property, all with just a single click. No time delays waiting on editors and no expensive fees. All right, next, these photos are pretty professional, but let's say we're working on a property that didn't have amazing images. Dundee can also help with this. So let's go into this image, which is a super low resolution, and let's go to image effects, and let's go to HDR edit, and then click generate. This is going to generate a higher resolution, a more crisp, a better lighting version of this image that we can use to market the property. All right, and that is finished generating, and bang, we can see that it brought up the colors, it improved the lighting, and it drove up the resolution and the crispness of the image. Here's another example of a lower quality image, and let's improve the lighting on this house shot. So improve lighting, one click generate, and bang, that's finished generating. And we can see that we've lifted up the light, we've tightened it up without changing anything about the actual true physical nature of the house. Now let's take this same photo that was just generated and just enhance it to bring up resolution and crispen it up like you'd see with a typical listing photo. So we're just gonna click listing photo enhancer and generate that. And here we go, that just finished generating, and voila, there we go. We have the colors lifted, the resolution enhanced, and a crisper, more beautiful listing image to market this property. Okay, now let's say we wanna create some video content for our listings. We're going to click into video and we're going to click create video. And here we're going to create a listing video. So make a listing video, and you can see that brings us into a very simple editing experience. All you have to do is select the images that you want included in your listing video. So we'll select the hero shot of the property, the dining room, the living room area, another shot of the dining room, the living room featuring the fireplace, a detailed shot of the kitchen, the master bed, the master bath, and that virtual twilight shot that we generated. So now you can see in our timeline, we have 9 images laid out, and we can generate video either in landscape or vertical 9:16, which is good for social media. Let's start by generating in landscape, and let's go ahead and generate a music track to go along with this video, and we'll select the bright setting. You can see Dundee then will generate that music track for us, and let's check it out. All right, I think that's a little corporate, so let's select a different one. Let's go with calm. Okay, then just with the single click, we're gonna render all of these clips, which is going to bring them to life. Dundee is going to analyze every room and add relevant, slow, cinematic camera motion to bring these rooms to life. And here we go. In a few minutes, Dundee has rendered all of these clips that brings this property to life without hiring an expensive video shoot or paying for an expensive edit. So we can click through all of these to see how Dundee brought them all to life. Nice. And if there's any we don't like this one I think is okay, but I don't like how the camera is moving too fast. So all I'm gonna do is click regenerate just this clip. Okay, so that just finished re-rendering, and I love this way better. The camera is now slowly panning out, and we can see that the fan and the fireplace in the corner come to life. We can also reorganize the order of these clips just simply on the timeline by drag and dropping if we want to change that. But if everything looks good, we are going to generate the final video, which will package all this up, include the music that we generated into a final video format for us. And there we go. Now we have the full video ready to distribute and help market this property. Now we can do the same on the vertical video at 9:16, great for Instagram, TikTok, and other social media platforms in the same way we just did landscape. So we're in a new property here. We're gonna go create listing video. We're gonna select our photos, click vertical 9:16, and then render out all 4 of those clips. And those finish rendering, and now we have beautiful vertical video from those listing images. Nice. Beautiful how it brings the water and the ambient motion to life. These are great for marketing new listings, pricing updates, or just sold types of content on your social media. So again, we can package this up into generate the final video, and this will stitch all these clips together with the music ready for download. And here we go. The final video ready to post. So if you want to try Dundee for free, just sign up below and we'll see you there.